Yo, what up, Street Talks there, Kim? All right, the thought. Are you your productivity, and should you rate your own self-worth according to your productivity? So, we are currently victimized by this notion that you are your productivity, and the more productive you are, the more morally virtuous you are, and anything or any time that you're not productive, you're essentially seen as sinful and lesser and bad. Now, what's the problem with this kind of thinking? The issue with this kind of thinking is if you're not being productive, then it feels like you're gonna go to hell. And certainly this comes from this whole American like puritanical notion that to achieve eternal salvation, one must always be productive no matter what. Now, the problem is, what is your definition of productivity? So for me, productivity is to produce stuff. It's not to answer emails. It's not to just see who could wind the widgets faster. To produce to me is life. So the more productive an avocado tree, the better. The more we produce avocados, the better. And similarly, you as an artist, I think it is good for you to track your creative productivity. Now, once again, I think it's just kind of a reshuffling of definitions because some people like to think that productivity, once again, is just always being on top of your to-do list. I think I get this from James Altucher. Love that guy. A not to-do list. So if you really want to be insanely productive, decide what to cut out or not to do in your life. So for example, don't use email, don't use your phone, or don't turn on your phone. Don't be easily contactable. And as a consequence, you're going to have more focus and energy to produce and create things which actually personally interest you. So I guess this is towards like a via negativa version of productivity, is that in order to be more productive, figure out what to not do in your life, what to cut out. And a lot of people tend to be like a physiological drain on your metabolic energy and focus. So once you could identify who you consider, kind of energy parasites or leeches, disconnect yourself from them. Now, if the goal is productivity, some other practical tips. Intermittent fasting, I don't eat breakfast or lunch. I typically try to break my fast once the sun goes down, like Ramadan style, every day. I've done it pretty successfully the last like 4 years. And I never have cheat meals or nothing like that because I guess I care too much about my own creative productivity than anything. So for me, there's no end game, right? Like you just keep making stuff, you keep finding yourself interested in things and peoples and ideas and stuff like that, and you keep sharing. So, in order to be more productive, work out more, lift more weights, get more fresh air, get more fresh sunlight. And the more that you could explore your ideas, the better. Remember, like our friend Heraclitus says, pre-Socratic philosopher, you're always in a stream of becoming. You never step into the same river twice. You could say the same idea over and over again for the rest of your life, and you'll always have a little different spin on it. So know that creative productivity is the goal, and ultimately to be more creatively productive, figure out what to cut from your life, and also, typically the more you produce creative things, the happier you'll be.